you know, we are kings. You know, we come from greatness. Like I said, we built the pyramids. We created math. We created everything, bro. Like we was the people of the stars. Like I don't believe we're from here. I believe we come from somewhere totally different, bro. Because why? How can I explain this, bro, without it sounding crazy? I mean,
this cannot be real. Sound crazy.
We
Chef say I gotta kill this.
All right, man. What is going on, man? We are back at it with another episode of Cannot Be Real in a Bit. Of course, I am your host, King Mozzie, the legendary. Across the table from me, I got my brother with me, as always, Dion D Mo T Vader.
What's going on?
In the building. You know what I'm saying? We got somebody, bro. We got a Dallas legend, might I say.
Yeah.
Might I say a Dallas staple.
Yeah.
Going down in history for sure as a native of the city.
Yes.
If you trust me.
Representative of the culture.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. For sure. You didn't seen his clothes, even if you didn't know you seen his clothes, believe you me, you didn't seen it.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? I got mine on, you know. I got mine.
Yeah, we all got the same hat on, you know.
Yeah.
By any means.
By
necessary.
any means, man. Yeah. Go on, take it away, brother. I don't want to.
Hey, man, look, today, man, we got a special guest on today, man. And today's conversation on Can I Be Real, man, we inspired to have just a real conversation, man. Yeah. We got somebody is, like he said, a real Dallas native, a real staple in the city, man. Somebody that's really out here for the people, somebody that's really helping moving the culture forward, man. Like he said, you done seen this man work and probably never even knew it was his work, man. Mm-hmm. I don't know if that's by design or it's by divine, but I do know it's right on time. We got Ben Bada with us, man.
Yeah.
YK1K shout out.
In the building.
Yes, sir.
Hey, man.
Yes, sir. Hey, appreciate
you pulling up, bro.
Man, first off, you know, I just want to say I appreciate y'all for having me.
Yes, sir.
You know, sure y'all could have had anybody, you know, here tonight, but you know, y'all chose to have me here, so I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Bro.
No, for sure, man. We appreciate you, bro.
For sure,
we appreciate you.
For sure, bro. Like we said, you could have been anywhere. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no,
bro?
for
Like,
sure.
bro, we hop on the internet at any moment of time and see somebody in your stuff. So it's like we know you in high demand, bro. So like I said, bro, the gratitude is reciprocated, bro. We grateful for you being here, bro.
Yeah,
so
we gotta document this though, bro. Like everything is history.
Facts.
You know, making money ain't history. People gonna make money forever, but like little documentation of this is very important because 100 years from now, somebody's gonna be able to watch this and take notes. Like just same way we might look up a Malcolm interview, a Martin Luther King interview. Man, documentation is key to the revolution. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all see the hat. Y'all see the hat.
Yep. So man, let's get into it, man. If you could just introduce yourself, you know what I mean? Tell the people who you are. Okay. And just give a little bit about your background and then we'll get into it.
Man, so my name is Bambata Teray Tahimba. I'm CEO of YK1K, co-owner of the Pan-African Connection bookstore here in Dallas, Texas. The bookstore has been open for about 34 years. My parents started it. My pops, he passed away in 2012. So now my mom, she's the owner. And me, my sister, and my brother were the co-owners. So we kind of just picked up where my father left off. The clothing brand, I've been going since 2012. So I'm 31 now. So I've been selling clothes since I was in a sophomore in college. So, man, it's kind of a combination of everything, bro, from my upbringing to, you know, my sense of fashion, my business mindset. It kind of got me where I'm at today.
So what is the name YK1? Like, where'd you come with the name from?
So the original name was Young Kings Clothing. That was the name we had for about 10 plus years. But we used YK1K, which means Young Kings 1000, to just abbreviate Young Kings Clothing. But when was this? About a year ago? Almost a year ago, in April, we got our IG took. My Young Kings Clothing, my page, I had about 90,000 followers. It got taken down because somebody said that we was somebody commented on my stuff hating, a troll, you know. And my mistake, bro. I reacted with emotions. I said something back to the comments, and they got me for like bullying and harassment. So they took a deep dive on our page, bro, and they was finding all type of weird stuff, talking about, you know, we were being, you know, biased, boom, 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 whatever. So they deleted our page, bro. But it was a blessing though, because I was like, man, I wanted to start over anyway.
Yeah.
So the official business is YK1K.
Gotcha.
So that's what, that's the legal entity. So I was like, no, we're going to become YK1K. We did Young Kings Clothing for 10 years. Now it's time to reinvent ourselves to be a real company.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So YK1K stands for Young Kings 1000. Yep.
So let me ask you that. What is that rebranding process like for you? Like, was it hard for you to rebrand, or was it like almost plug and play?
It was kind of plug and play. We pretty much had our customer base. So we had the product. Like a lot of times when you start a business, you want to kind of find the product. So we had the product. We had the customer data, which was on our website. So the IG was just followers, bro. And honestly, we want to rebuild real followers, like people who really support, not just people who, like we had 80,000 followers, bro, but obviously everybody wasn't a true customer.
Yeah. You got some ghost followers.
Yeah, ghost people who just watching, people, it just look cool. Like Instagram looks cool, bro, but in reality, you want followers in real life. You don't want to just have, 100,000 followers. I know people with millions of followers, bro, but they can't sell 20 T-shirts.
Yeah, that's right.
So followers don't really matter, bro. It's about grassroots and real people, engagement, doing stuff like this. Like you want to be able to sit down and talk to. I talked to the CEO of Tommy Hilfiger. I talked to the CEO of Gucci, but how often do you see that? Never.
Yeah.
So it's no real relationship with the consumer. So that's something we want to do: build a real relationship with the consumer.
Bro, I see your clothes, and I hear your name, right?
Yeah.
First of all, I know your name. Does it have a meaning?
Oh yeah. So my parents named me Bambata, which means what was lost on the battlefield can only be regained on the battlefield. I was named after a South African revolutionary who was fighting against the British. In South Africa, they had like a little revolution with the British, where basically the British was taxing the Africans in their own country. So African Bambaataa, it's a rapper named African Bambaataa, but I was named after the original Bambaataa. Yeah, basically, bro, it's crazy. He fought against the British. He actually, won, but when they finally caught up with him, they cut his head off. And before he died, before he got his head cut off, he said, what was lost on the battlefield can only be regained on the battlefield. So that kind of gave me a little bit extra meaning in life. Like when I was younger, people used to make fun of my name. They're like, "Oh, your name Bambaataa, African booty scratcher." Like, they used to clown me, bro. They was like, "You light skinned African." They used to clown me, bro. But deep down, I was like, bro, it's a reason why I'm the only person I've ever met named Bambaataa.
Yeah.
So when I was younger, I was kind of like down about it. But as I grew older, I appreciate it because it's only one Bambaataa. So I appreciate my parents for giving me a name that has meaning. I encourage other people to give people names that have meaning. And it's not too late to change your name. Like if you want to change your name, go change your name to something that means something, because at the end of the day, you only got one name. You got one life. So, just have some meaning behind everything you do, everything you say, everything you do has a meaning. So, yeah.
So what was your upbringing like with your parents for them to be so heavily influenced by just the history of African people?
Man, so my pops, I kind of learned this recently. My pops, he grew up in Cleveland, Ohio. And so right next door to him was a black nationalist, camp. I don't know if y'all familiar with the black nationalists in Cleveland. So they had police riots, police shootouts. It's kind of similar to the Black Panther Party. So he grew up next door to, a black nationalist camp. And that's kind of how he got his revolutionary roots. And so he, basically let that lead him to, starting a Pan-African business. Pan-African means one Africa. And so all Pan-Africanism is the belief of one Africa besides it being 52 different countries. And so I don't know if y'all remember Gaddafi.
Yep.
So Gaddafi was pushing this one currency in Africa. And they didn't like that because if you got one currency, it's going to trump the dollar, the gold. And he was trying to go off the gold standard as well. So you got people who was pushing one Africa, which I believe would be the most powerful nation in the history. That's why they broke it up how they did, because think about one Africa, I would want to go back. Take me back to Africa if it's one Africa, one currency. Like that'd be so powerful. So basically, bro, my pops was raised like a revolutionary. So basically, bro, when I was young, we used to go to revolutionary meetings. I used to sit in on the meetings, like top secret meetings. It was crazy. It was almost like a movie, but it being so young, I didn't really understand it.
Yeah.
But now I understand what my pops was teaching me, bro. Like, cause it's happening now. Like, he was like, I'll never forget my dad be like, never walk with your hands in your pockets. Always look a man in his eye. You know, respect everybody, because at any given point, your head could get knocked off. Right. You know, so always be aware of your surroundings. Like, when you driving, look as far down the road as possible. Just little revolutionary tactics, bro. Don't say much. You know, so stuff like that, bro. You know.
But how important was it to have a father figure in your life?
Man, very important, bro. Like, and like I said, I took it for granted. Me and my pops used to battle, you know, because he was so hard on me, bro. Like, I'll never forget, bro. One night I forgot to wash the dishes, bro. My daddy woke me up out my sleep with a pistol to my head. He said, get your butt up and wash these dishes. And I'm like, I wake up like, damn, it's a gun in my head. You know, it's serious. He wasn't going to shoot me. But stuff like that taught me the lesson of just how to work as a team, because if I didn't wash the dishes, mama couldn't cook. And it you know, it can't nobody eat.
Thanks.
So
trickle down effect.
It trickled down. So he taught me basically it's never just about me. Every single action is important to the whole team, bro. So that was one of the most important things, just having a father around, like him sacrificing everything for us. You know what I'm saying? So he passed in 2012. Like I said, I was in college, and I got a call. He's like, man, you know, Pops passed away in his sleep. But on my, I feel like it was, my pops was revolutionary, bro. So, you know, it's all type of stuff they can play.
They can do.
Yeah.
So I'm like, he passed away in his sleep. Like, I don't know.
Oh, was him, my man?
He was 58. He was young.
That's young.
So I'm like, I wasn't there, bro. So I'm like, man, ain't no telling, bro. So it's like when you moving the people forward, bro, you gotta move military. You can't.
Thanks.
You gotta watch who around you, bro. Like, it could be in your drink, anything, bro. Like the way they try to kill a lot of black people, they try to poison them.
Yeah.
So even me now, moving the way I'm moving, bro, I'm being very cautious, bro. Like, I post strategically. I move strategically. I don't have really friends, bro. Like, I don't got no friends. Like, I got family, associates, but as far as people I kick it with, it's very small circle, because I see agents coming to the shop all the time. CIA, whatever, FBI, whatever. They come in there all the time, bro. They don't shop. They'll just come in and like act crazy, weird. They don't buy nothing, bro. You know, I don't call them out. I'm like, just let us know who you are. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously you're not a customer.
Yeah.
It's a place of business. So you come here, you're supposed to spend some money. So if you come here 5-6 times.
Yeah, you trying to watch.
You scope.
Some police, you know, ain't no telling, bro. So I just be on my P's and Q's at all times, bro. Because in the day, this a war.
Thanks.
So, you know what I'm saying? But
man, let me ask you this, man, because you obviously you're a young man, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you coming with a lot of knowledge that the average young man don't have, right? From your perspective, do you feel that it's hard for this generation, especially like the guys your age and younger, to receive this type of information to help move the culture forward?
Man, I'm going to say it's uncomfortable, bro, because, you know, it's all about how you was brought into the game, bro. Like I said, a lot of my peers, they was brought up when I played ball. You know, they was trained to be athletes or gangster. Like, you got to think about it. That whole gangster propaganda was pushed heavily on my generation. Like, be a hard gangster, sag your pants. Like, it's not us, though.
Facts.
So we not gangsters, bro. We are, you know, we kings.
We kings.
That's why I push the brand Young Kings, because I want people to know, you know, I know gangster. Gangster ain't us.
Yeah.
You know, so as far as
King Mozzie.
Right, King Mozzie.
Yeah.
So I definitely feel like it's uncomfortable, but it's gonna take people like us to wake them up slowly but surely through stuff like this, a podcast, a conversation, and as well as leading the way. Like, you gotta, you know what I'm saying, walk the walk. We can't just get up and like, hey, bro, power to the people, and we ain't out here doing that. You know what I'm saying?
No justice, no peace.
Right.
Bro, so let me ask you this then. So, like, I know back in, like, the 60s and 50s and 60s, right? They did a lot of marching in the streets, you know what I'm saying? But before then, like, when you talk about revolutionaries, you know what I'm saying? The people that was willing to not only march, but, like do something. And I don't mean, like, do something. I mean, like, put programs out there to to help the community and really, you know, move the community forward.
Mm.
Do you feel like, because I'm gonna be honest, I feel like every time something is started to help the Black community, it's always somebody that's coming to tear it down, right?
Right.
From your vantage point, seeing the work that you've seen and put in the work that you put in, do you feel like that's the case in today's time, that somebody can come up, build up the community without getting taken out?
Man, it's tough.
Listen, I know you tired of doing this by yourself. I know. So check this out. It's time to join a community that actually gets it, that actually understands what you're feeling. Inside of the realist community, you'll get weekly coaching, access to online course, and you get to connect with people that's feeling just like you, just as hungry, wanting just as bad. Whether you're trying to build your brand, scale your business, and if you're just trying to stay focused and get to the other side, we got you, my guy. No fluff, just real strategies, real support, real results. Comment down below the realist. Join the realist community today. And let's level up, bro. Let's get this money. Yeah.
Bro, you gotta look at my brother Nipsey. You know, Nipsey was pushing the culture forward on levels that, you know, they don't be expecting a rapper to do stuff like how Nipsey was doing. He educating people and stuff like that. So, man, it's tough, bro. But that's why you gotta kind of embed yourself into the program, but at the same time be aware of the program. Like me, I'm working with corporations. Like I'm trying to, like when these companies work with me, they be amazed, bro. They be like, they don't be knowing it's me at first.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, what I have is undeniable. Their people want it. So it's kind of like I'm forcing my hand, like, shoot, if you don't want to work with me, that's gonna be a loss for you. So I'm kind of basically trying to finagle my way into different doors to where I can be an advocate for my people to the point where, like, y'all can't touch me. If y'all do touch me, it's gonna look like, you know what I'm saying? But then again, bro, you gotta always be cautious, bro.
Thanks.
Cause it's real life out here. Like they don't care about me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If I'm pushing 1,000 people to another level, I'm a threat.
Yeah.
It's that simple, bro. If I'm pushing 500 people to another level, I'm a threat.
Yeah.
So you just gotta be cautious, bro. But at the same time, I think the way we protect ourselves is get embedded into both sides. Kind of like, y'all read The Spook That Sat by the Door?
Yeah, I watched the movie. I watched the movie. I watched that movie, man. That was a powerful movie. It's on YouTube.
It's on YouTube. Y'all check that out.
Yeah, it's powerful.
I think that's a must read and a must see movie right there. Watch that. But at the end of the day, it's also knowing.
So, but real quick, for those that haven't seen it, what's like the overall summary of it, if y'all could paraphrase it?
From my point, bro, it's basically a guy that infiltrated the CIA, a black guy. He came in, he learned all their tactics. He learned all their rules, the regulation, the laws. He was bright. He was the best. Like he was top of everything, bro. They couldn't, like you said earlier, they couldn't deny him.
Yeah.
And that's the part right there, bro. He was so freaking brilliant that they couldn't deny him when all the other brothers couldn't make it. You know what I'm saying? He was one of the ones that made it. But the key point that I took away from him is that he took that information and he was bringing it back to the community, bro. Like he was really trying to help them, bro, and teach them. So it's like, but to my point, like, bro, it's like that's another example though, bro. Like you learn it, you get the information, you go back to try to help your people and build them up, just for somebody to come take you out, man. But from your point of view, what, you know, if you can give us because I haven't read the book, so I only watched the movie.
It's similar, same, bro. I feel the same way. You just infiltrate and learn and educate, you know. So definitely y'all gotta go check that out if you have it.
Bro, I like what you said. Infiltrate, learn, and educate.
That's part of the game, bro. Like I said, you gotta take notes.
Yeah.
I'm a student, bro. I don't know nothing. My daddy always taught me, he told me this, it's funny. He said there's only two people who know everything. That's God and a fool.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like you never know, you know, it's never something I can't learn from anybody, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you, that's another thing he taught me, just respecting people, bro. Like I'll never forget, bro. I was in LA. I lived in LA for like 2 years. Right after I quit, like I told you, I was a science teacher.
Yeah.
I quit teaching school, bro. I had linked up with Kodak Black. And I was like, bro, I'm hot right now, bro. I'm finna just move to LA and make, you know, on some like Hollywood. I'm finna try to become an actor or something. Like I'm finna get out here and take a risk on my brand.
Yeah.
So long story short, bro, I had ended up in a private party, bro. I was in a party and all these celebrities are there. Any celebrity you could think about is there, bro. But one celebrity that like just rocked like changed my mindset about respect was ASAP Rocky. ASAP Rocky, bro, he walked in the party and he shook everybody's hand and introduced himself as if nobody knew who he was, bro. He's like, hey, I'm ASAP Rocky. Nice to meet you. I'm Ben Bob. He's shaking the house people's hands. Everybody, bro. Firm handshake. And I'm like, damn, bro, we know who you is. But that messed my head up, bro, because it just showed you, like, it don't matter how big you think you is.
There's always somebody that don't know you.
Always somebody don't know you. You got to be humble because you never know who you talking to.
Thanks.
Like, you know, so.
Hey, that's somebody, I ain't gonna lie, that's somebody I gotta, that's in my memory bank now.
Yeah,
that's in my memory
for sure,
bank
for
now.
sure.
ASAP, good people, man.
Nah,
Good
for
people.
real.
Damn. So, bro, what made you, there's so many layers, bro. What made you move back from LA?
Bro, I had kids. So, I got 3 kids.
Okay.
And so I had just had my son. And so this is a crazy story. My mom, this is how my pops was able to start the bookstore. So my mom worked for Delta Airlines. So this is how strategic and military they move. My pops knew he wanted to get back and forth to Africa. So he told my mom, like, hey, go get a job with Delta. Right? So we could have flight benefits, so we could fly back and forth. So basically, they got together, they got married. She got the job with Delta. So my pops was able to fly back and forth to Africa for free.
Damn.
So that's how we've been able to maneuver, bro. Like I used to fly to China when I was in college every summer just to try to get, manufacturers, bro. Like I wouldn't pay nothing. You know what I'm saying? All I had to worry about was paying for my hotel and stuff like that. So I should go to China with like $1,500.
And be good.
And spend it all and then come back broke. You know what I'm saying? But little strategic stuff like that, bro, is how when you picking a partner or business, you got to make sure, like, they got to be ready to do whatever. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that changed the trajectory of our family's legacy. You know, my mama made a sacrifice work for Delta, making nothing, bro. I think she told me she made like $30,000 a year. You know what I'm saying? I never knew this.
But it's for the big picture, though.
For the bigger picture. I'm like, Mom, how much money you making? She finally told me, like, as I'm an adult, she's like, I was only making like $30,000 a year, bro. That's like $10 an hour.
Yeah.
Taking care of 3 kids, like,
Wow.
impossible, bro. But, little sacrifices like that, bro, is how you win in life. Like, it ain't about, Mom realized it wasn't about her. It was about the next generation. It's about us. Even me today, I realized, like, bro, it ain't about me no more. I'm trying to do this for the next generation. Like, how I was talking to his son earlier about some mistakes I made in college about being afraid of math and trying to be an engineer because we don't need, honestly, bro, we don't need more people selling clothes. We need engineers. We need mechanics. We need plumbers. We need soldiers.
Thanks.
We don't need 100 right now. Selling clothes is cool, bro. Everybody's selling clothes. It's as soon as you look on TikTok, you got
Everybody
a million brands.
Ooh,
So it's like,
crazy.
honestly, we don't need no more rappers. We don't need no more
athletes.
None of that. I mean, do it if that's your passion, bro. But if you know who you really are and where you
Stick to
come
that.
from, you will know that that's little.
Yeah.
That's small ball, bro. You want to become
Something
somebody who can
bigger.
move mountains with your brain. You know what I'm saying? But anyways.
Bro, that I think people need to hear that because I think, and me and Dion, we talk about stuff like that all the time, bro. So many people are caught into living a lifestyle based off what Instagram show people. Everybody posts their highlight reel on Instagram. So if I'm 21 and I see somebody like a Casanet or something like that, and they live in a certain lifestyle based off being in front of the camera, okay, well, a young mind is very impressionable. So if I see that, I'm not thinking, okay, well, stick to my guns, stick to what I know. I'm looking at, well, dang, he living a crazy life just by sitting in front of the camera and just talking all day. Well, that's what I want to do then. Crazy part, bro, like, I've never really followed a trend. Like, when it comes to being in front of this camera, like, it was crazy. A pastor told my mama and my daddy that I would do this. So, like, this was something I feel like I was supposed to do. I feel like it's a message that I'm supposed to be pushing out. And have I found it yet? Kinda.
Yeah.
Not 100%. But I haven't drifted off from my purpose.
Right.
But I think a lot of people, they see, like, the clout that come with being in front of social media or with what happens with going viral. People want to be more viral than they do want to be rich, to be honest. People really don't care about being rich. Everybody want to be viral because if people wanted to be rich, they'll find a way to turn those viral moments to some type of revenue, some type of business brand or whatever it is they pushing, but people just care more about this. I just want to be seen.
But
I
you
just
know
want
what's
the
crazy?
attention.
They're controlling who's going viral. It's not.
Thanks.
It's not up to us. Cause like, let's say you go viral, bro, doing something, and I copy that same content. I'm not gonna go viral. So like, they're picking and choosing who's
What
going
content?
viral.
Yeah.
Like some of my most viral content, bro, is some of the stuff I don't like to do. Like I dropped some hood jackets. I don't like pushing the hood, because we don't own nothing in the hood. But guess what? The hood stuff went viral. Because that's what they pushing. They pushing hoodism. So whatever they're pushing, bro, was gonna go viral. So I agree with you, bro. Like we got to step away from that. Oh, I want to go viral. I want clout. It's not real, bro. It's like whoever's creating these devices, these apps, or controlling your destiny. It shouldn't be like that, bro.
Do you think, and it's just me asking, do you think it's what they pushing, or is that what we're buying?
Both.
Because and I asked that because Target had their little situation happen, right?
Yeah.
Where they pretty much said they not selling basically black brands, pretty much in a nutshell.
That's crazy.
When people started boycotting it, they started seeing they lost over $1 billion or close to $1 billion a week.
Yeah.
So it's like, if we was to say, hey, we not buying this, hey, we not gonna do this, I think we would see a shift in a lot of things that are going on. So it's like, and I think it too, okay, cool, if I'm a businessman, and it's just me thinking, if I'm a businessman, okay, well, what are the consumers buying? What are they more likely to watch? Or what are they into? So everybody's paying attention to the drama. Everybody likes the drama. Prime example, like this whole Mo 3 situation, Mo 3 and Yellow Beezy, like that stuff was going viral for so long. It went left, and then we see where Yellow Beezy ended up. Seeing how much attention that got in Dallas when there's so much more other stuff going on in the city. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I think, it is a part of that, to where some people are being pushed on when it comes to the certain content. But I think too, our people are inclined to consume that information too.
For sure. I think that was part of it too, bro. In the city right now, it's a big old, all that's going on, bro. So it's a North Dallas, South Dallas.
Versus Oak Cliff.
You got the New Dallas wave. It's just a bunch of, stuff going on. So like you said, when I dropped the jackets, it was kind of like a slick. I was trying to bring people together. That was my message. But people looking at it like, oh, I need Oak Cliff.
I need this one. I need that
Pleasant
one.
Grove in this color, this and that. So it's kind of like some gang culture / oh, this one harder than this one. So it's like, that's kind of the algorithm. These phones are listening to everything we're saying.
But I'm telling you, you'll say, hey, man, I like coffee. Then you'll start scrolling and coffee ads start popping up.
I was talking to somebody, and I was telling about a post I saw, and they was talking about the phones in prison, right? So they were saying that, like, with all the phones in prison, y'all, we can go on TikTok, Instagram, we'll see a prison video, somebody dripped out in prison, somebody fighting, somebody. They like, man, why do you think they letting all these prison videos come out, right? And if you look at them, it's mostly us. We looking cool in there. We got on the watch in prison. We got on the fly gear.
Bro, they got pizza.
Come on, bro. They make it look fun. So they say, why do you think that? The theory is that so the kids that's coming up
can be numb.
They can be numb to it, and they think, oh well, if I go in there, I can just have much as fun as I can on the streets, which is a trick, bro. Because that's not true, bro. Like. And that's not the real case. Like you said, bro, they pushing this stuff out on us to condition us. And that's what I tell my son. The algorithm work like this. It's going to show you something. It may show you a girl in a thong, knowing you 12. If you look at it too long, it's going to show you another one. If you look at that too long, and that's what's going to keep coming up, it just give you more what they feel like you already interested in, even if you're not interested in. They entice you first. You know what I'm saying? That's why I think it's important to control our algorithm. You know what I mean? And that gets me to my next question, bro, is the control. Like, I see you controlling the messaging through your clothes, right? But I think a lot of people overlook that because they're so fly. It's like, it's so dope. And like this hoodie,
even with the hat.
Come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm at QT. They like, bro, that's a fire hoodie you got on with it. And I'm like, y'all don't know who this is? Like, being funny.
They don't know.
And they like, no, I don't know that. But I'm going to be honest. At first, I didn't know who it was. But for me, I need to know what I'm wearing. So I looked it up. And I'm like, oh, Asada Shakur? Oh, she was a leader. Oh, that's Tupac's godmother. Oh, So my question is, bro, how important is the messaging in the clothes, and how do you not lose the messaging to be trendy with the clothes? Because the clothes are fresh,
fly.
they trendy, they fly.
Yeah.
But the messaging is still powerful to where it's not overpowering, where you just got a black fish on your shirt where everybody don't want to wear it though.
You know, I always been like that, bro. Like, not on no sneaky stuff, but I always been like a discreet agent, bro. Like I'll walk in the room and I'll dissect everybody in the room, and at the end I'll tell them, oh yeah, I'm y'all boss. So I always been the type person to be like, you know, spoon feed people, and, you know, don't just hit them in the face like boom. You know, spoon. My pops always told me this too, man. Spoon feed them, bro. Like, everybody ain't ready to just eat that big steak. You got to cut it up into little pieces and slowly feed it to them. And then at the end, they're going to be like, oh, this is a good steak. I want some more. So that's kind of how you got to do it, bro. You got to subliminally push whatever you pushing, but don't just force it on people, bro, because, like, it's crazy. A guy came in my shop this evening. He was like, bro, you doing good, bro. Why you don't go get your own shop? I said, you know, I'm in my business right now, my family business, bro. When you walk in, you going to think you in a museum, right? And that's my whole thing, bro. I could easily have a store with just clothes looking cool and stuff like that. But nah, I'm in the back of my shop. To get to my spot, and you gotta walk
through everything.
You gotta walk through everything. So as you walking, you like, oh my God, what's
you
going
seeing
on?
everything,
Is this the right
books.
spot?
Bro, listen, my son was in there today. Like we said, we went, bro. My son, he looking like, because he hadn't been in a while. Like, it's been a while since he been there. And he was like, Daddy, like, all this stuff, like, where this stuff come from? And I'm like, bro, this our people stuff. Like, we made this stuff. And then when we left, he was like, Daddy, man, like, that dude, man, his clothes fire. I said, let me show you what's even fire. I said, you remember that lady at the register? I said, that's his mom, bro. I said, you see this whole building? I said, that's their family business. I said, what we talk about doing, like,
That's
you can see it in action right now. And he was like, oh, my. So, bro, just for me bringing my son in, like, that's inspiring at that, bro. And I just want to say, I appreciate you too, bro, because you gave him some advice about, you know, math and engineering, bro, and staying on that path. If you can talk a little bit about how important is not just education, but higher learning for our black community, and specific for our young black boys.
Man, it's very important. Like, I'm working in these rooms, bro. Like, I'm sitting down with these professional teams, these collegiate institutions, and I went to college. You know, I got a bachelor's in agriculture, business, whatnot, but I'm able to understand the conversations, bro. I'm able to code switch. I could be in the hood, in the trenches,
And have a conversation.
talking to the trappers, the drug dealers, the killers, everybody, the robbers, all that, fluent. I'm fluent speaking hood. And I could switch it over. I'm in Highland Park at Albernays on a Tuesday, sitting down with politicians, judges, you know, real estate people, bro. Education is key, bro, because all it is language. You know, over here in America, we're westernized to Western education. So it's just language, bro. So I think the better education, the more you're able to break down this language. Accounting, you know, accounting ain't nothing but language. That's one of the hardest classes I ever took, but it wasn't because it was hard. It's because it was different language, like assets, liabilities, you know, dividends, all type of crazy. It's just words, bro. So that's why I say you gotta, you know, push the education piece. My son, I make him read every night, stand up. I make him stand up and read to me. Like, you can't sit down and read. Stand up, read, you know, talk. Because I want him to get used to reading out loud in front of, you know, people. So education is the key, man. I'm a former teacher. And like I said, man, put that ball down. I love it. I coach basketball. You know, I'm a basketball coach. And as I'm coaching, I'm just looking at the environment. I'm like, bro, we all out here watching these kids play basketball. But if I say, hey, let's have a reading competition, the gym will be empty. Nobody wants to sit down and read to these kids, but we'll watch them try to be LeBron James, not knowing it's only going to be one LeBron James ever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I think our people are more caught on emotions, what feels good.
Yeah, it was easy.
What's easy. What's
What's
easy. What's
easy.
natural.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I can't say natural, bro. Like you said, just what's easy.
Yeah.
It's easier for us to use our God-given ability, just being athletic. It's easy.
But that's just the icing, bro. Like,
It's tip of the
our
iceberg
real
for sure.
God-given ability is we build pyramids with our minds, bro. We didn't pick up bricks. This stuff was moved with the mental. Like, I'm gonna tell y'all a secret, bro. I have a secret power. bro, I could think about somebody, I could think about something, bro, and I'll see them. Like, this happens every day, bro. I think about something the night before. Like last night, bro, I wrote down my goals, bro. I wrote down my goals, how my whole day was gonna go. My whole day has gone exactly how I wanted it to go.
Yeah.
It's weird. Like I said, I'm gonna make this amount of money. I'm gonna have this many customers. I'm gonna send off this many emails. I'm gonna make this many posts. I'm gonna get up, mop the shop. It's like a dream, bro. You gotta manifest and see how you're gonna do everything you're doing. So therefore, if you just see yourself doing something that's easy, bro, you're not gonna tap into your real power, bro. So everybody listening, bro, know you gotta tap into your inner power. That's your thoughts. Whatever you think about happens. You know what I'm saying? No, it might not happen now, it might not happen then, but it's gonna happen. Like, so control your thoughts, man. Positive thoughts, and think.
How hard?
Big.
How hard is it
How hard is it?
to control your thoughts?
It's definitely hard, bro. Because sometimes you're not gonna like it. Like just how before we started, I was like, nah, bro, I'm good. As bad as I want to be, like, hell yeah, man. I need this to be a long day. So I'm like, bro, nah. You gotta like control your thoughts. Even when I said driving up, bro, I drove past a strip club. Like, I'm working every day, bro. I want to go have some fun. I'm like, nah, can't do that, bro. You could go in there and throw all the money in the world, bro. It won't even matter. You know what I'm saying? You got to control, be disciplined, man, right now, man. Discipline is y'all read The Art of War?
I dabbled in it.
Yeah.
That's a good book, bro.
I heard it's an excellent book.
It's crazy because I bought my son that book from Five Below about 2 weeks ago.
Oh, really?
Yep,
Man.
it was a little red copy.
Red book. I forget his name, some Chinese.
Yep,
general.
Chinese guy, bro. And I told him, I said, bro, it's crazy that you say that because I bought him that book and I bought him an encyclopedia from Five Below.
Oh, wow.
And I told him, I was like, we finna start reading The Art of War and the encyclopedia. And one book is crazy. One book was a red book, one book was a blue book.
Oh,
and
wow.
I was telling them
Red pill, blue pill.
yeah, like which one you know what I'm saying? And it's like one of them is like strictly, like you said, words and the encyclopedia. And the other one is like stories and it's like
Memoirs,
a memoir. So it's like, bro, that when you talk about education and reading, bro, I think that's like the missing conversation in our community for our black boys, man.
I'm gonna be honest. I booked college. I booked it. Went to PV. I was there for like a year and a half, 2 years. I feel like I wasted my time. But now, 31, I feel like I went in there with no plan. I didn't know why I was going. I just knew I was getting away from my parents, and I was going to just, you know what I'm saying? I'm off by myself now, you know?
Freedom.
I'm freedom.
Right.
You know? So, but I went there with no plan, bro. I didn't know what I was doing there. I didn't know I was in marketing, but I really didn't want to do marketing. I was just always told you follow the money, that's how you make more money. But that's not what I wanted to do. I had no passion in it. And I missed everything about like the importance of college. In my mind, college helps you to be a great employee. College teaches you how to follow the leader. It never really taught you how to own something, how to run something. Now, like you were saying too, it do teach you the language, which is the language you do need to know, you do need to understand, and network. Right. A lot of people that I use now today that are really good for my business, I met them in college. But if I didn't network, if I didn't go to college, I would have missed those opportunities. But like I said, for me, I didn't really believe that college was for me, you know? So what is your intake on college? Do you feel like college is a scam? Do you feel like
Man, it's a business. You know, any point in time you paying for something, it's a business. So
Yeah.
we were customers. You know, we all customers. Yeah, we students, but in there we paying for education. But I agree with you though, bro. You know, college is a great tool to network, you know, to understand the language. But I feel like that comes that piece where you got to look at it like, man, what am I really about to do? You know what I'm saying? Am I going to get out here and be a worker, which everybody a worker, even if you're a CEO, you got to work.
you got to work?
So
you
it's
got
like that mentality got to be let go. Oh, I'm going to be my own boss. If you don't know being your own boss, you're going to have to work harder, bro. I'm up at 6 in the morning, I'm off in the flow just to make sure the shop, you know, flow look decent.
Yeah.
So it's like college is cool, bro. I didn't have the greatest GPA in college. You know, so I had like a 2.7 when I graduated. I barely made it out. But I'm pretty successful compared to a lot of my peers.
Yeah.
You know, the SGA president, Mr. whoever, when I go back to school, bro, it's like, oh, it's Bambaataa. It's like it's a more glory to the story because I took that risk, bro. Like I didn't go work for the government like I could have. You know what I'm saying? Like they look at me like a huge inspiration. I think that's the greater piece, bro. Just choosing your own path. Like go to college, network, learn what you can. But when you get out of college, you gotta see which way you finna go. You finna go this way, the easy route. Go get that 6-figure job or whatever, which is cool. Money's cool. Or you gonna take this route of your purpose.
And it's hard.
Day, when you 80 years old, 75, when you laying on that bed, you're gonna be like, dang, I live my life just to make some money, or I live my life to chase my purpose. Yeah. And your purpose gonna give you way more joy than $1, because money ain't real, bro. Let's be honest.
Thanks.
Money, it buys us clothes, shelter, food. But in reality, bro, what is money, bro? It ain't inside of us. Yeah. I might have $1 million, but I don't have $1 million inside of me. So it's like, it don't mean nothing, bro.
Suicide rate is highest among the rich.
The rich, bro. It's crazy, bro. I'm looking at taxes, bro. Like, as I get up in the higher tax bracket, I'm like, bro, I damn near don't want to make no money, bro. I'm gonna have to pay.
Start getting waxed.
You start getting waxed. Like, damn, like, even if you make $1 million, it ain't $1 million. Like, you got to make damn near $5 million to make $1 million.
We was just talking about that last night, man. Yeah. Like, that's. Yeah. But let me ask you this, but at the same time, you talk about your purpose, right?
Yeah.
How did you find your purpose? And if you was it clear? Was like, did you enjoy it? Because I hear some people say, man, what I really wanted to do, that was my purpose. But now I'm glad I'm doing my purpose. You know what I'm saying? Because like the Bible say, your gifts will make room for you. Regardless if it don't make money, it's gonna make room. You know what I mean? So how did you find your purpose?
Man, I found my purpose when I started changing people's lives, bro. When I started changing people around me lives, like people came around me, bro, and like I done seen their life go from being in one spot to another. So that's when I realized, like, I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing when I'm affecting other people's lives positively. I could get out here and be a gangster, be hard and be a ladies' man, be out here chasing these women, but I said, you know what? It's something I'm here to do. And don't get me wrong, I done bumped my head. I done got into my little, like everybody make mistakes. That's part of life. But, I think that's when I started learning my purpose, bro, when I started changing people's lives. Oh. Yeah.
So why the clothing route? So you said you've been doing it since 2012. What got you into the clothing game?
Man, seeing my parents do it, seeing my daddy sell people dashikis, bro. That's what threw me off. Like, you gotta think about it. It's hard for people to put on dashiki, bro. Why? Because it's not common.
It's culture. It's not culture.
So it's hard. People run from the culture. Like, we running from who we truly are. Yeah. That's what people don't understand. So when I should see my daddy make the most Americanized people put on dashiki, I was like 3-4 years old watching him sell this preacher man a dashiki. It said, oh wow. So if I, like, back in the day, the preacher was like one of the highest people in society. Like, you a preacher, you big dog. You know what I'm saying? So me seeing him sell preachers, drug dealers, everybody, African clothes, kind of let me know, like, look, bro, you could do the same thing. But now you have resources, you have technology, you could do it on a whole bigger scale. So therefore, this is what I'm about to do. I'm gonna tell y'all a secret, bro. I'm about to push the Pan-African YK1K to one. You know what I'm saying? So I'm about to start selling shea butter, black soap. I'm about to start selling books through my platform. I just want to build my platform up to a certain level to where I can sell anything. So it's kind of like we're gonna get to that point. We're gonna be like this huge brand, but at the same time, we're gonna educate the people thoroughly. Right now, I'm spoon feeding people. I'm just getting to that point to where I'm stamped, to where you can't
deny me.
Yeah, it's like we sell dope clothes. It's like we've been doing it for 10+ years. So now what you gonna say? Now, okay, bet we got the autobiography of Malcolm X on our site as well. Go buy it. So that's kind of how we're gonna do it, bro. Because a lot of people don't go on Amazon to buy books. They just don't do it. So therefore, if you've been buying clothes from a company for 10 years,
you're gonna buy the product. You're gonna buy the product.
So now you might not read that book, but your son might read it. So it's kind of a propaganda / military revolutionary game plan we running, bro. We ain't just selling clothes just that don't mean nothing. That's another thing too, bro. A lot of people have brands, right? Everybody got a brand, but what does your brand mean? It don't matter how dope. You can have the dopest designs ever. don't matter no more, bro. It's all about the story. These
The story behind it,
are
yeah.
buying into the story.
Yeah.
They don't care if you got the craziest design. You a designer. You don't have a brand. People gotta understand that. Are you a designer or do you have the ability to run a brand? It's two different things, bro. Two different things. So
Break that down real quick for the people because it's a lot. You said it's a lot of people on TikTok that there's just
yeah,
So
so
they got the whole steal method now.
whole,
Like,
yeah.
they see something and they steal it.
they stealing. So let's just say you're a designer. You're dope at making designs.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a brand, that means you're standing on something. So basically, when you walk in the room, you do anything, bro, you have something behind you. It ain't just you walking in the room. That's a nice shirt. Nah, you walk in the room. That's Mozzie. You know what I'm saying? Boom, boom, boom. King Mozzie. That's King Mozzie, the leader of the new the youth. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you gotta decipher. Like, are you gonna be a designer or a brand? Like, I done sit down with like big. On some Illuminati stuff, bro. I done sat down at tables, bro, where the people offered to buy my brand. They like, hey, bro, we're gonna build you up to this level on some real estate stuff. Like, we're gonna build up your house, and then we're gonna pitch it to boom, boom, boom. And we're gonna make 20% off of it. Like, I done sat down and stuff like that, bro. So they asked me, like, do you want to be a businessman or do you just want to, run a brand? So it's like you gotta decipher. Like, I could say, okay, yeah, bet we'll do it. Maybe one day I will. But be like, okay, bet.
What made you say no at the time?
You said maybe say, oh, it was just too quick. It was too fast, bro. It was some guys, and it was weird because they had worked with Kobe, and I'm a big fan of Kobe. So it was like, yeah, we worked with the Mamba Academy, blase, and I'm just like, man, hold up, man. Like we just talked about earlier, when you a black leader, like in my mind, I'm already thinking like, shit,
They trying to get you to sell out.
man, I can't, I gotta go, y'all. Like, and when I see the tables like that, it's like I play stupid. I'm saying less, and I'm acting like, oh yeah, man, I'm this cool kid from the hood selling clothes. I play that role well, bro. Like people don't be knowing, but I be in my mind, be like, okay,
I'm already peeping the scenario.
But it's a chess game, bro. Life is a game of chess, bro. And you gotta calculate every move and every word and every decision you make. But man, I love it, bro. And at the end of the day, I just want all my people to know that it's a struggle out here for everybody. Like it's not sweet. It's not easy selling clothes, bro. You got to have systems in place. You got to have product in place. It takes so much money just to make money.
Yeah, facts.
Like inflation is real. So therefore, if it might have took you 50 cents to make $2 a couple years ago, now it's taking you $1.50 just to make $2. That's
facts.
So it's like you got to really buckle down. So I tell people all the time, you don't want to sell clothes. You don't want to do this, bro. This ain't that. Like, if you want to make some money, go become a mechanic. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Or
do something else.
Do something with your hands.
Do something with your hands, because this ain't it. This ain't it, bro. I kind of lucked up being in a perfect situation, bro. I grew up in the business. My mom had flight benefits. I took advantage of my resources that my parents gave me. Everybody don't have that, bro. So I tell people all the time, if I didn't have my parents, I couldn't do this. They left me a foundation. I got a place every day. If I don't got nothing, I could go sit in that shop and get some customers. Everybody don't have that. So I tell people all the time, they be like, bro, when should I stop working my day job to just sell clothes? I'm like, bro, don't do it. Like, unless you got a foundation behind you, like I have a foundation, bro. So, and I'm not scared to say like, oh yeah, I'm getting out the mud. Like, hell nah, bro. I got a foundation. I got support. My parents had support. So therefore, a lot of support falls on me. So therefore, yeah, man, build a foundation, bro. That's why I tell you, build a foundation as something that's, that could go on and forever. So, yeah, foundation is key.
But I think you took a risk and a chance on yourself though.
Yeah.
And it paid off. And it's paying off. Yeah, I think a lot of people. Started. Yeah, I think a lot of people don't do that. I think people don't really take risk on what, because finding your purpose ain't as easy as 1, 2, 3. It take jumping off that bridge and figuring it out, like you said. Like it's not a straight and narrow path, bro. It's gonna be bumps, bruises. It's gonna be detours. It's gonna be a bunch of stuff that's getting in your way. And I think it do take jumping off the porch to really find that purpose. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a journey. It's not like, okay, well, I made $1 million this year, so my purpose is complete. Like, nah, it's a journey. It's beyond that. It's beyond the dollar value.
Don't stop until we stop.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah. Bro, you said something, and I know we time, but listen, I want you to kind of explain something, because I don't want to skip over. You said our people need to wake up and know who we are.
Mm.
From your point of view, if you can tell the people, like, give them that reminder, and who are we in your eyes?
Man, you know, we are kings. You know, we come from greatness. Like I said, we built the pyramids. We created math. We created everything, bro. Like, we was the people of the stars. Like, I don't believe we're from here. I believe we come from somewhere totally different, bro. Because why? How can I explain this, bro, without it sounding crazy? I mean,
This cannot be real. Sound crazy.
We know how to coexist with nature, bro.
Facts.
You know, some people don't. You know, some people look at the grass and say, how can I build on it? Or how can I destroy the soil? You know what I'm saying? But I believe, bro, we come from the stars, bro. There's no way, like, when you look up, like, I feel like we came down, you know what I'm saying? Because you don't see people popping out of the ground just being born every day, bro. Like, it's just common sense, bro. Like, if people just popped out of nowhere, they'll be popping out of nowhere out
Right
the
now.
ocean. Or, like, you don't see that, bro. I feel like we came down to this planet just like stuff falls down. Like, we came down. But end of the day, bro, you gotta know who you are, know your history. 1 + 1 is 2. The same. This deep too, bro. The same thing that was in the beginning is gonna be in the end, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, who were we at the beginning? We were people who did great things, bro. We were leaders. We ruled this world, bro. We ruled this world. In between, we had our little hiccups, like you say, and we might have lost our way or might have been miseducated. That's the main piece, miseducated, because they taught us, hey, you're not a king, you're a puppy. You know what I'm saying? So we got a lot of people walking around here who are kings who think they puppies. You know what I'm saying? You take a German Shepherd to Oak Cliff, he's still gonna be a what?
German Shepherd.
No matter what. Even if you put his butt in the oven and bake him 10 times and put barbecue sauce on him, he gonna be a
orange chicken and
delicious
rice.
delicious ass German Shepherd.
Right. So that's my point, bro. Know who you are. You're not from Oak Cliff. You're not from Dallas, bro. This is where we live at.
Thanks.
Bro, we are great, bro. The same power that Martin Luther King had, Malcolm X had, same power Muhammad Ali had. And I'm not talking about boxing. I'm talking about what he stood for, bro. He said he ain't going to war.
And he didn't go.
He didn't go.
He didn't go. He the greatest boxer of all time. He said, I ain't going. Shoot, bro. We got that same power to stand up and make stuff happen, bro. It ain't about just following suit. Like, even like what 50 Cent got going, bro. 50 Cent pushing. I hate power. I hate all that, bro. Why? Because you get on, it's the same thing. Every episode, drugs, killing, sex. You know, the same thing. He's pushing this on our people, bro. I guarantee in the past 10+ years, power done influence some people to sell drugs.
Thanks.
I know it, bro. I got partners who think they ghosts.
Bro, look, I just want to say something to that point, bro. And I don't want to say too much without saying too much. But, bro, like you said, it got these young guys out here really thinking they Tyreek St. Patrick, bro. Bro, they got apps and all this stuff that, hey, download my app. Bro, to buy a 3.5, you want somebody to download an app? Like, bro, who y'all think y'all are? But like you said, that's the TV influence, man. They really that TV is really influencing our culture, man. From the baddies to the fighting shows, the housewives, like all that, bro. I think, like you said earlier, I think all that is pushed on our community to keep us at this certain place and to keep our minds from not thinking. Because if we thinking about housewives, we're not thinking about how to teach our kids tomorrow. We're not thinking about put that book down, turn that TV off, and let's get together. Like you said, make your son read. Bro, my son has spelling words every week.
Got to.
I make him, like you said, on the way to practice, he play basketball, and he good too.
Right.
But on the way to practice, he say these spelling words 5 times. All right, now give me the paper. Now spell them out loud. All right, now say it again. Now, because I understand, bro, like words and language, like you said, is very, very powerful, bro. Because one word can get you killed.
Right.
And one word can save your life.
It can get you in certain rooms. Like, I don't get in rooms because I'm a great athlete or anything. Like, I get in rooms because I have a unique gift.
Thanks.
Like, people want to work with you, bro, when you build up your portfolio. Like, you build up everything you can do. It's about experience. So you want to experience everything you can because at the end of the day, you want to be like, man, I did that.
Thanks.
Like, I played college ball. I played college football. And honestly, once I did it, I was like, oh, I did it. I don't want to do it, forever. I don't want to be out here, doing this. once I made a certain amount of money, I'm like, oh, I did that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'll tell you a little crazy situation. This is how I really turned my life up, bro. I was this when I first had started. I was still teaching school, bro, and I was barely selling like 20 shirts. I was only getting 20 shirts at a time. And one day I said, bro, I got two at the time. I had two of my two daughters. I'm like, bro, how I'm gonna take care of, like, kind of what you saying? How I'm gonna take care of my daughters by just selling 20 shirts? So I said, bro, the only way I'm gonna be able to take care of my family, bro, if I could move 100 shirts a month. So basically, bro, I tricked myself. I said, I'm gonna buy 100 shirts to see if I can sell them. I tricked myself into moving units, bro, just by pushing past that fear of, oh, all I can move is 20. Like, you know what I'm saying? So sometimes you gotta trick yourself and think so big to the point where even if you fail, you gonna land somewhere
in the middle, yeah.
In the middle. So it's like, that be our thing, bro. You gotta believe in yourself, bro. Point, like you said, you gotta take a risk. Like, I get up every day, bro. I don't know what's about to happen. I don't know if I'm gonna make $1 or I don't know what's about to happen, bro. I don't know if I'm gonna be out of business. I don't know, bro. But I get up every day, bro, and I be delusional. It's almost like, bro, I'm gonna get out here and be the top brand ever.
Yeah.
But I stay humble though, because at the end of the day, bro, it's an uphill battle, bro. I'm fighting against brands like Nike, Walmart, Family Dollar's a brand. People don't look at it like that, but that's how they sell clothes everywhere, bro. The dollar store is a brand. The corner stores everywhere is a brand, bro. It's not just about logos, no, bro. It's about selling clothes, bro, and moving units. So that's another thing too. Like, my mindset for about 3 years was just pushing units. I might not make that much profit, but I want to push as many units out there into the market as possible, just to get my brand out there. And that helped now, because now I built up a demand. Like, I remember one time I was selling $10 t-shirts, bro. I was like, bro, people like, why you selling $10 t-shirts? I'm like, bro, I'm just trying to get my brand out there. It ain't about the money right now. I ain't trying to get rich. I'm just trying to get my brand out there because I know it's gonna pay off. And it's another little trick I used to do, bro. Let's say I was making clothes for Mozzie or something like that. Like, say Mozzie getting hella orders, bro. I would make Mozzie orders look like mine. So I would post 1,000 packages and be like, yeah, man, we getting to it, man. Y'all ain't shopping, y'all sleep. Blase. So it's all about perception, bro. Marketing,
perception is
good
key.
tricks.
Yo.
You know what I'm saying? So people want to use my expertise to make their clothes. So I say, you know what, bet. I'm gonna make your motion look like my motion. And I'm gonna turn me up in the midst of turning you up, because you don't have a passion for clothes. All you do is care about just making money.
Make the money,
But whole time I'm learning how to ship thousands of orders. It ain't my 1,000 orders, but I'm learning how to do it to where when it's my turn, now it's my turn. Now I'm shipping off thousands of orders a month. You know what I'm saying? So now I know how to do it. And I'm teaching other people like, hey, bro, you got a brand, you want to come learn? Come on. I might not be able to pay you much, but I'm finna give you $1 million worth of game to where one day you could do it yourself. You know what I'm saying? So
teach a man to fish.
Opportunity is worth more than money, bro. That's what people gotta understand. It ain't about no money. Get that money out your head, bro. It's about the opportunity. If somebody get opportunity, bro, take it. You never know where it's gonna lead you, because my money ain't your money. And your money ain't my money. But the opportunity is an opportunity that we could both learn. And it could put you in a different situation than $1 could ever do, because money don't matter, bro.
That's a fact.
Everybody got money. You know what I'm saying? So just say somebody walk in the room, they got money, bro. Nobody cares how much money they got. Like, it's all about who they are, what they've been, what they've done. So I always think about that.
Bro.
Listen, man, your boy Steve Jobs said that, bro. He said when he was on his deathbed, bro, like,
money didn't matter.
Money didn't matter at that point, bro.
Did you see it? Did you see his letter he wrote?
I ain't see it.
He wrote a long letter, man, pretty much saying it like that. His basically, in a nutshell, he felt like his money was nothing. He had enough money to buy whatever he wanted, and on his deathbed, he couldn't buy the one thing that he needed, which was more time.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Richest guy in the world. But like I said, man, that's what we all chase.
That's
you know,
that's what we all. It's a rat race, bro.
Nah, fake.
Chasing that cheese, but it's like, you know, ain't no. You can't never. In there, you can't never have money. Like, you can't never. One person can't have all the money, bro.
Yeah.
So it's like, even me, I learned now it's about time, experience. I try to spend as much time. That's why another reason I ain't left my shop. I want to spend as much time with my mom as possible. So I'm in the shop every day just to be close to my mom. You know what I'm saying? Her seeing her son grow. I feel like that's more fulfilling than anything. Seeing your child become a man or, you know, mature, bro. So, yeah, time is...
Bro, and it's inspiring too, man. Like I said, bro, when I walk in there with my son And then at the end, we leave and we talking, and it's like, bro, like what they have, that's what we trying to build, man. Like that can be us one day. You know what I'm saying?
We need 1,000 situations like that.
Yes.
Like I said, man, we got to push the envelope. I'm about to start applying pressure on my people because it's like, bro, some of this stuff is unacceptable, bro.
Yeah.
Some stuff we be doing, it's like unacceptable, bro. But it starts at home.
Yeah.
And it starts with the youth. I ain't worried about I can't get to my peers how I would want to. I'm finna start attacking the youth. Like going to these schools, bro, starting a nonprofit, Young Kings Foundation, where we bringing the youth in. We bringing fellas like y'all and we talking to the youth, you know, every week. Cause a lot of, like, bro, you'd be surprised. A lot of these young kings and young queens don't have father figures.
Yeah, facts.
You know,
Facts.
so that's something that's missing, bro. Or at least positive father figures. You know what I'm saying? So we
Bro,
gotta say to
you got us
Nah,
too,
for
bro.
sure. Nah,
you
for
got
sure,
us.
for
Whatever it is you feel like you want to do with that, you got us in your corner.
Nah, for sure. And vice versa, but anything y'all need, let me know,
Bro,
bro.
you know, we had
got
a conversation already,
that we trying to work with already. So off air, we'll talk. We'll definitely
I'm down.
talk about that and plug you in, man. For sure, bro. This. Man, it's been a good conversation,
Very awakening
man.
conversation.
I feel like, man, like we need a part 2, part 3, because, bro, like these kind of conversations, like, is why we started this podcast, bro.
That's why I came in. I told you, like, we don't really like doing this. Every podcast that we see, for the most part, that's where they get they shine. They go and they get the celebrities, the rappers, whoever's known, just to kind of build their views. Like, we don't want to do that, bro. We not built off that. That's not what we pushing. We want to get
real.
Yeah, we want
real.
everyday people like you, bro, that can come in and give some stuff that's the everyday person can use. The everyday they driving to work, when they hear this or when they watch this on Saturday, they going to take their kid to their game, or they driving to work listening to this or watching this, or at home. We want them to get some information that it's like, okay, this is tangible. This is something that's next door to me, almost in a sense. I don't want to go and get nobody that's super high up. It's like, oh, I'm watching. I'm still being entertained. You know, we like to entertain, but we want to educate.
That's what's wrong with our community. We want to be entertained more than we want to be educated. Bro.
For sure.
For sure.
They say you want to hire something, put in the book.
Put it in the books.
Put the
man.
medicine
you
in the
hire,
candy.
man.
Yeah.
Hey, what they really say, you want to hire something from a nigga.
Yeah.
Put it in the book.
Yeah.
That's great.
But we reading.
Hey, we need to put that on a shirt.
Yeah.
That's how I be thinking. I'm like, that need to be on a shirt, just on a plain white shirt, black print. You want to hire something? Put it in the book.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Look, that's how I be thinking, bro.
Man, listen, let's put that together.
And throw that barcode on the back where you can order Transform Your Life.
Man,
boom, bro. Listen, let's put it together. We already got a collab that we built. We talking about those.
Oh yeah,
we're
on the way.
We're gonna politic, man. So, but oh man, this was an excellent conversation, bro.
I want to say this though for the people out there, because this has been like a very enlightening conversation. A lot of things been said that I think like probably went over a lot of people's heads, right? But I would say, bro, rewatch this video, take notes. If it's a word that you heard, if it's a phrase, if it's anything, like educate yourself on that. I think that's the problem with our community. We hear stuff, and instead of getting an understanding, we just let it go over our head and go past. So I'm just saying, man, like rewind this, take notes, do your research, because a lot of great gems was really dropped in this video, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Real, for sure, man. So, bro, we appreciate you, my boy, for real, man. Like, for real, bro. This, I ain't gonna lie, man. This has been inspiring for us, bro, because like for a long time when we started this show, it's like a list that we have of people like, bro, one day we're gonna get this person.
Yeah.
One day we're gonna get this person. And I don't know how big you look at yourself in your eyes, but I imagine it's colossal.
Man, I mean, I'm a humble guy, bro. Like,
but in our eyes, bro, you like, bro, you like the staple, because, bro, it's nobody in the city that's pushing clothes the way you doing it with a message, bro. Yeah, with a real, it's like I can wear this out and be proud.
Oh yeah,
like for real. And people ask questions. Hey man, what that mean? Hey man, what that say? What you?
It's a different feeling.
It's a different feeling,
on some
man.
Nike, or you know.
Yes, bro.
And that's why. What you got on, bro? We all got on something that's made by us.
Yes,
it's powerful, bro. In the day, bro.
Yes.
Who was Calvin Klein? Who was Michael Kors, bro? I don't know. I feel like as a man, you shouldn't even want to walk around with another man's name on your shirt.
Yeah.
Especially if you never met him.
That's a fact. Yeah. That's a fact.
Like he wouldn't piss on you if you was on fire, bro. Like, help Michael Kors.
Yeah.
Michael Kors, my kids are hungry.
That's
a fact, bro.
That's facts.
They gonna die.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
they gonna starve to death.
That's a fact, bro.
We gotta support our own, bro.
No,
like,
for sure.
shop with your people. And I don't just mean not just black people. Shop with
your people.
It could be white, black, Hispanic, Asian. If it's your people and we all in this together, bro, shop with them, spend money with them, because I don't want people just think, oh, just support black. No, bro. It's not about the color no more, bro.
Yeah, it's the collective.
About the collective, the agenda. Like, if that, I got partners who Asian, bro. They got their own business. You know what I'm saying? Like, they selling, what's that cold stuff called? Y'all know what I'm talking about. It's real trendy right now. Like that little cold sushi. It ain't sushi. I forget the name of it, bro. But it's real popular, bro.
It's a food?
Yeah,
it's like raw. It's like raw. I can't.
It's like sushi though, but it ain't sushi. It's trending now too.
Yeah,
it's a trendy little. You know what I'm saying? It's like one of them things. If you eat that kind of stuff, you know about it. Like my daughter eats sushi and all that, so she was asking, but I don't know the name of it though, bro.
Support everybody, bro. Like. I love supporting people. Like if I walk in a room or I walk anywhere that got businesses, bro, I'm gonna make sure I spend money.
Thanks.
Like I always say this, bro. If you walk in anybody's business, bro, I don't care if it's 10 cents. Don't leave that business without just giving them some money. Like it don't matter what they selling, bro. Like support, bro. Like
Facts.
Money is energy, bro. So you gotta transfer it,
so it can come back.
Yeah, like I give out all the time. I might give somebody this. I'll give people shirt off my back, bro. And it comes back to me, bro. It might not come back, money wise, but it comes back as a blessing. Like it's all chest, bro. Like if I do something for you, bro, say somebody like you can never get nothing. You can never finesse me, bro. If I give you something, I'm cool. It's yours. People don't understand. They think, oh, bro, you gave me something free. I'm like, nah. But this how you do people, bro. You be like, oh, okay, bet. Oh yeah, bro. I need this and I need you to do that. That's how you work, bro. People understand. That's how you really get deep into stuff, bro. It ain't always about I'm gonna pay for this. Nah, hey, bro, Mozzie introduced me to so and so. I just want to meet him. That's all I need. Opportunities, bro. Like sometimes you could trade money. I mean, just trade, opportunity for stuff like that, bro.
Thanks. That's a fact, bro.
Yep.
Man.
Hey, man, listen. This cannot be
conversation,
real, man.
bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shoot, man. Listen. So, every show, man, we have a moment which is our cannot be real moment. Where our guests close us out, man. What would you say to the people, man?
Man, if I can be real, man, I would just let the people know, man, don't be scared to be who you are. Be real, be true, and love yourself, man. Like, don't be afraid to be you. So and that's one thing that we all gotta learn how to do is be ourselves. And that's what I would say. Be you.
Be you. Can I be real?
Can I be real?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Great goddamn.
Bro.